This is PlayerProps.ai. This for winners research. We run it up with every betting tool you know in each perk. Trevor's tested waters help you swim even the feet first. Now strategies and all you need to help you PlayerProps.ai. This for winners research. We run it up with every betting tool you know in each perk. Trevor's tested waters help you swim even the feet first. Now strategies and all you need to help you eat.
Hey guys, it's me, Travis with PlayerProps.ai, and this is what we're doing for, knock on wood, Friday the 13th. I'm not really sure if Friday the 13th is the day you should not be betting or a day you should be betting. We don't know. There's not a lot of past data that I personally have on Friday the 13th betting because it doesn't happen every single month. I don't really keep track of it, but keep that in the back of your mind. It's Friday the 13th. So to recap yesterday's show, we actually did 3 different videos for you. We did a daily show which focused on Sonny Gray, which I told you he's hot and cold, and we're definitely iffy about locking him in. And because he was doing good up until, what was it, like the 4th or 5th inning, he got lit up for like 6 runs or something, and then he got pulled. So he's officially on the no-no list. So for the rest of the foreseeable future, do not touch Sonny Gray, regardless of what the app is telling you. On the no-no list. And then I did a video that answered a question. A lot of you keep hearing me talk about trifectas, and even though we have a channel in the Discord, in the free Discord that you should be in. If you're not in the free Discord, you should not be betting, because as I say in every show, if you're not doing the bare minimum, you're not trying hard enough to win, and all you're doing is sacrificing your hard-earned money, which I don't want you to do. So you either pull back from betting completely or do the bare minimum, aka the free stuff. But I did a video that explained in great detail what the trifectas mean and how to use them to win more often when you're using the PlayerProps.ai app. So on this YouTube channel, you can look at the videos. It was dropped yesterday, or you can search for it if you want to. It's just, what is a trifecta? And then we did another video teaching you guys what we now call the Y3 strategy. So you've seen the hundreds and hundreds of dollars of winning screenshots over the past month from this strategy that I talked about, excuse me, in Monday of last week's show and Tuesday of last week's show. If you remember, the thumbnails for those shows said new MLB betting strategy or something like that. And so I wanted to create a video just detailing the strategy, not finding a pick or anything like that, or using the app, but just explaining to you how we use the NRFI predictor and we use the total predictor to find plays for this. And then yesterday we didn't have one, because there's, what I explained in the video is there's a trifecta for it that we created. And so go back, watch that video, but make sure you're paying attention to the NRFI rating of the game. If you need more details about that, again, in the free Discord that you should already be in, if you're actually taking betting seriously and you're actually concerned about not losing anymore, the channel is called MLB Y3 Strategy, I believe. It has the video in there as well, and then it highlights the the trifecta rules. But there wasn't anything to play yesterday because there's nothing that checked all the boxes for that. And I haven't really looked at yesterday, or looked today, to see if there's anything that hops up there. As always, as you see up here, all summer long, we're doing a $5,000 giveaway. Again, it's another thing that lets you figure out yourself, do I actually care enough about having more money than I currently have? If you can't enter a free $5,000 giveaway, that's you saying you don't have the motivation to try hard enough to win. So that you, even though this giveaway isn't, you don't have to bet on this giveaway, you don't have to pay a single penny for that giveaway. It is a way of telling you or teaching yourself, I actually don't care enough about having more money. If I can't do a free giveaway, why am I betting on sports? Because if I can't do a free giveaway, then I can't do the bare minimum, the free stuff, that all the free stuff the PlayerProps.ai gives me, then I shouldn't be betting on sports. So again, if you can't do the free stuff, please, for the love of all that's holy, stop betting. You don't have the right mindset to be successful. It has nothing to do with my app. You have to have a certain mindset to be successful to betting, regardless of if you use PlayerProps.ai or not. But yeah. Anywho, let's see if we can find something for today. So today we had NHL last night, which, if you were an NHL fan, that was probably one of the crazier Stanley Cup final games you've seen in a while. crazy comeback, and then another comeback with 20 seconds left in the game, and the overtime and all that crazy stuff. I decided to wear my Vegas Golden Knights Stanley Cup winning shirt in ode of that crazy game yesterday. But not all we have a lot of stuff today. We have MLB, we have the NBA Finals Game 4. The Pacers right now have a 2-1 lead, and then we have some WNBA games in the Commissioner's Cup. But we're going to start with MLB strikeouts and see if we can find a trifecta first. Boop. Okay, so there's a handful of people that meet those requirements. So now let's check for trifecta. Is Ryan Nelson a trifecta? No, the sportsbooks do not favor the over. They favor the under. Minus 105 means that the under is going to be higher. Severino, yes. Technically, yes. His line is 3.5. Sportsbooks favor the over. The prediction is at least 1.0 higher than the line. However, he's versing Kansas City, and there's something we don't do. We don't shoot ourselves in the foot. We don't verse teams who are 29th least in strikeouts out of 30 teams, second from the bottom in striking out, as well as 27th least in the last 3. We go one more down to Steven. Not a trifecta, not a full 1.0 difference, and the sportsbooks are favoring the under. We go to Taj. Not a trifecta, not a full 1.0 difference. His line is 4.5. His projection is 5.3. That's 0.8. And he's also versing a team that doesn't really strike out too often. We go down to Mitchell. Mitchell, not a trifecta. Line is 3.5. Projection's 4.10. That's a 0.6 difference. We then have two underplays. We have Waka Waka, who is a trifecta. 5.5 is his line, 4.25 is projection. That's a difference of 1.25, and the sportsbooks favor the same side the AI is leaning, which is under. And then Crotchet Rocket, crazy high line of 8.5. Projection is 6.94. That's a pretty decent. No, that's like 1.5. That's 1.56 difference. That's pretty good. Sportsbooks also favoring the under, so we have two under trifectas. We only really had an over trifecta for Severino, but he's versing Kansas City, and we're not going to touch that. Waka Waka is versing Las Vegas, who is right in the middle of all the teams, the Athletics, on striking out. 15th overall in the season, 13th overall in the last 3. Then we have Crotchet Rocket versing the Yankees. They've struck out a lot this season, 8th most in the league. But the last 3, they're not really striking out too often. 20th in the last 3 games. But Crotchet Rocket is known for striking out people, which, as you see, his last 3 games, 11, 12, and 9. And he actually versed the Yankees in his last start on 6-7. And he got 9 Ks against them. His line right now is 8.5. The good news is that his line started at 8.5, it dipped down to 7.5, and then went back to 8.5. When you're doing overs, you want the highest line, when you're doing unders, you want the highest line possible. So the line is now in our favor as of 11:41 a.m., which is not too, like 10, 20 minutes ago. Yeah, he's got a crazy 31% strikeout rate against righties and 30. I have not seen a pitcher this season that has been a trifecta on either direction that has had a 30.9 strikeout rate against both sides or higher. But yeah, he's been destroying it. They let him go into 108 pitches, 112 pitches. And he just versed the Yankees and he got 9. So you're simply saying, he got 9 and he got lit up for 5 earned runs. Judge is playing today, didn't play yesterday. I feel like they had a very crappy lineup yesterday, which is why it was a 1-0 game. I think the Yankees won 1-0 because they scored a run in the 8th. If you look at the roster that they had yesterday, it was horrendous. It sucked, which is why they couldn't put anything on the board for all but 1 run. This is a much better lineup, and they're also versing a lefty, which you can go to these guys' individual stats and see how they do against lefties. I don't like that the Yankees are a pretty potent strikeout team for the season, but I do like that they're 20th in the last 3. we have Waka Waka. What's interesting about him, so you know when we just saw Crotchet Rocket, where we just saw what was I gonna say, his last 3 games, like his last game against the Yankees, he barely covered, but his 2 games before that, he had 11 and 12 strikeouts. What I like about Waka Waka here is if we go all the way back to September 20th of last season, he has not done anything beyond barely covering this line, and that is only in 3 games. Strikeout rate against righties is 17.4, 18.5. If you remember, when we target the over strikeouts, we're looking for 20-20 on both sides, so it's a nice non-20 both side. When we're going under, we want the highest line possible. If you see here at 5:05 a.m., it went from 4.5 to 5.5, so the line is even more in our favor. But yeah, so he covered 3 times since he went 8 strikeouts on September 14th against Pittsburgh last year. Almost, was that 9 months ago? And the only 3 times he has covered, which were this season, he barely covered. He got 6 against Houston, 6 against St. Louis, and 6 against Detroit. So I'm liking this more and more. And I do like the strikeout rates are less than 20% on both sides as well. This might be a quick show, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see if we can find a higher line at 5.5. I doubt it. If it just got bumped up to 5.5, I really doubt we're going to find a better line than that. But do the bare minimum. Do the free stuff. This tool right here is 100% free to view. If you want to see if you're in a place that has all these sportsbook options or most of them, use this to find the best line. Find what you want first. So we know what we want. So now we go to this after we know what we want, and we're going to see, okay, is there a line higher than 5.5? No. 5.5 is offered on DraftKings, BetMGM, and Hard Rock. So if you bet this on FanDuel, Fanatics, ESPN Bet, or Bet Rivers, you're shooting yourself in the foot. Don't be stupid. Do the better line, especially with strikeouts. You'll get hooked all the time if you don't line shop with strikeouts. Yeah, we're doing Waka Waka on Friday the 13th. So we're going to see how that plays out for us. Tomorrow, so the weekend stuff. So we're not going to be doing we don't do daily shows on Saturday and Sundays, but a recap. There's something we are doing on Saturday and Sunday. Tomorrow is the live coaching. If you ever have any questions whatsoever about how to use anything with PlayerProps.ai, or you have questions about sports betting in general, there is no such thing as a dumb question. We have a live coaching where I'm going to be in this chair, on camera, on mic, and it's going to be, if you want to join, if you have questions, you need to join. But I'll post it in the, I'll link it in the video comments of this YouTube, but it's also in Discord, which you should already be in if you actually want to win more of your bets, because it's a free to join Discord. The free channel and the free to join Discord is called Coaching. So it's there's like 2 or 3 seats left. You have to grab your seat. It's only limited to a certain amount of people because we can't have hundreds of people asking all the questions. So you have to grab your seat when we do one of these. We do these once a month, and tomorrow's is the one we do for June. So it's June 14th tomorrow, Saturday, 1 p.m. Eastern time. Grab your seat. And Sunday, if you remember, we did a new show on Sunday. Sundays is the Call of Ball stream. So at 7 p.m., which is when the Sunday night baseball game kicks off, we're going to be streaming with we're going to be playing Call of Duty Black Ops 6 with a bunch of our premium members and or Warzone mixed in with that. But we're going to be playing that, and on the screen when you tune into the live stream, not only will it show the video game feed, it'll have us talking about the game and our live bets, and it'll also have the MLB game being tracked on the screen as well, so you don't have to have 2 different screens open to track everything. You can just pull up the stream, have a good time watching us destroy kids in lobbies, and yeah, it was a fun time the last time we did that show, so I'm excited to bring that back. If you are a premium member and you want to be part of the stream, you have the game. As long as you have a working headset and a mic, just let me know in the Call of Ball channel Again, free channel and the free to join Discord. Let me know in there if you're interested. But good luck, guys. Lock it in, and we'll see you tomorrow for the live coaching and Sunday for the Call of Ball live stream. All here on YouTube. Well, the coaching's not on YouTube. The coaching's private, but you know what I mean. Good luck, guys.